That evening, they gathered once more around the campfire. The atmosphere was tense, each of them uneasy, but unwilling to admit it. As the fire crackled, Rachel spoke up. "Did anyone else hear singing by the lake this morning?" she asked. Emily's face paled and she nodded. "I heard it too," she said softly. "I thought I was imagining things." Their conversation was cut short by a sudden, chilling scream from the direction of the lake. They froze, hearts pounding. The scream echoed again, closer this time. Jake grabbed a flashlight and stood up. "I'm going to check it out," he said, his voice trembling slightly. "Are you crazy?" Sarah whispered. "We should stay together." Ignoring her, Jake made his way towards the lake, the others reluctantly following. The scream had stopped, replaced by an eerie silence. As they approached the water, they saw something that made their blood run cold. A figure stood on the shore, its back to them. It was a woman, her hair wet and tangled, her dress torn and dripping. She hummed the same melody Emily and Rachel had heard. Slowly, she turned to face them. Her eyes were hollow, her skin pale and wrinkled, like that of a drowned corpse. "Leave this place," she whispered, her voice carrying a note of sorrow and malice. Panic surged through the group, and they ran back to the cabin, locking the doors behind them. They spent the night huddled together, listening to the sound of water dripping and whispers outside the windows. When dawn finally broke, they packed their belongings in haste, eager to leave Pinewood Lake behind. As they drove away, Emily glanced back and saw the woman standing by the water's edge, watching them with those haunting, empty eyes. They never spoke of that night again, but each of them carried the memory like a dark shadow. The once idyllic Pinewood Lake was now tainted with a terror that would never fade. The legend of the drowned woman was no longer just a story, it was a chilling reality they could never escape.